On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Migration.
The movement of animals to a new location, frequently as the seasons change.
Examples:
The migration of birds. Overseas migration. There was a migration of impoverished farmers into the towns.
Reunite.
To bring two or more people together again after a period of separation.
Examples:
Reunite after 5 years. Reunite with my friend. The band will reunite only for this show.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Strenuous.
Requiring or showing great energy, effort, or exertion, physically or mentally demanding, characterized by vigorous activity.
Examples:
Strenuous exercise. Strenuous effort. After the strenuous hike, I needed to rest a few hours before continuing.
Migrant.
A traveler who moves from one region or country to another, especially to find work or better living conditions, a bird or an animal that moves from one place to another.
Examples:
Migrant worker. The movement of migrant birds. The government revoked his license to employ migrant labor crews.
Salary.
A fixed amount of money that employees, especially those who work in an office, receive for doing their job, usually paid every month.
Examples:
A handsome salary. Salary after taxes. What are your annual salary expectations?
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Festival.
A celebration or event, usually marking a particular religious or cultural occasion, often involving processions, music, dancing, and the performance of plays or other artistic works.
Examples:
Festival attendee. International Film Festival. The music festival attracts visitors from all over the world.
Queue.
A line of people or vehicles, especially one that forms outside a place of entertainment or a public building, waiting for something to become available.
Examples:
Form a queue. Queue system. There was a long queue at the popular attraction.
Fleece.
A soft, thick, and fluffy layer of fiber that forms the coat of a sheep or similar animal, Verb, to shear the wool from a sheep or similar woolly animal.
Examples:
Fleece material. Fluffy fleece. She wore a fleece jacket to stay warm in the chilly weather.
Scalp.
The skin that covers the top of a person's head, together with the hair growing on it, also, the part of the body that is most vulnerable to an attack.
Examples:
Scalp massage. Scalp condition. I have an itchy scalp and need to switch to a different shampoo.
Stampede.
A sudden, frenzied rush or surge of a group of people or animals in a particular direction, a mass panicking movement of a group of animals, especially cattle or a herd of other similar animals.
Examples:
Stampede scare. Crowd stampede. The sudden loud noise caused a stampede among the horses.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Greatly.
To an extraordinary extent or degree, very much.
Examples:
Greatly affect the situation. Greatly support that player. They greatly admired our actions.
ID.
A part of the psyche that represents the unconscious desires and instincts of an individual. In psychoanalytic theory, it is believed to be the most basic and primal part of the human psyche. Also ID, short for identification, a document or card that proves a person's identity, such as a driver's license, passport, or national ID card.
Examples:
The ID ego. ID card. I forgot my ID at home and needed it to enter the club.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Expedite.
To accelerate or speed up a process or task, to make it happen more quickly or efficiently, to facilitate the progress of something.
Examples:
Expedite the decision. Expedite the shipment. We need to expedite the process if we want to meet our deadline.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples:
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Optimize.
To make the best or most effective use of something.
Examples:
Optimize a process. Optimize control for cooling. The essence of economics is to optimize the allocation of limited resources.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft. To make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Hitch.
To move something into a different position jerkily. To travel by getting free rides from motorists. To hook or entangle.
Examples:
Hitch a ride. Hitch up my trousers. The mechanics hitched the trailer to the broken-down car.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Upgrade.
To improve the value or usefulness of something such as a machine, computer system, etc., or to replace it with something newer or of a higher standard.
Examples:
Upgrade a product. Upgrade work performance. It's an excellent opportunity to upgrade our networking.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Unfamiliar.
Not known or recognized, not experienced or encountered before.
Examples:
The unfamiliar surroundings. Around unfamiliar people. She was unfamiliar with the city and got lost while trying to find her way back to the hotel.
Silicon.
A chemical element with the symbol C that is a hard, brittle crystalline solid with a blue-gray metallic luster and used for the transistors and integrated circuit chips in computers.
Examples:
Silicon wafer. Crystalline silicon. Silicon is the second most abundant element on Earth after oxygen.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
Valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Seismic.
Relating to or caused by an earthquake or earth vibration.
Examples:
Seismic activities. A seismic center. Earthquakes produce two types of seismic waves.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
consume a large of alcohol, consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
academic probation, an academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Enterprise.
A business or company, a purposeful or industrious undertaking, especially one that requires effort.
Examples:
undertake an enterprise. His business enterprise. A growing enterprise requires a bold leader.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
unsatisfied desire, fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Whim.
A sudden idea or desire, especially one that cannot be reasonably explained.
Examples:
at the whim of circumstance, whim of youth. He quit his job on a whim and moved to a new city.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
a breach of privilege, privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Sprinkler.
A device that sprays water over a large area used especially for watering crops or gardens or for firefighting.
Examples:
road sprinkler, sprinkler irrigation. The sprinkler system kept the lawn green and healthy.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
technological advancement, technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
industrious worker, industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
corporate right, corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Acquaint.
To cause someone to become aware of or familiar with someone or something.
Examples:
acquaint himself with a subject. Acquaint me with business. I recently acquainted myself with a new coworker by introducing myself and chatting with her for a few minutes.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Vantage.
A position or place that provides a commanding or advantageous view or perspective, a favorable position or advantage.
Examples:
Strategic vantage. Gain a vantage. From our vantage point, we could see the whole city skyline.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Propel.
To move, drive, or push something forward or in a particular direction, often with a lot of force.
Examples:
Propel growth. Propel the ship. An increase in employment helps propel economic growth.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Overwhelming.
Very great or intense, so powerful that you cannot fight or react against it.
Examples:
Overwhelming majority. An overwhelming victory. He has shown signs of uneasiness and overwhelming worry.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Underprivileged.
Lacking resources, opportunities, or advantages that are necessary for success.
Examples:
Poor and underprivileged elderly. Underprivileged communities. The underprivileged children were in dire need of food, clothing, and shelter.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Boom.
A sudden increase in economic activity, or a sudden happening that brings good fortune, a deep, loud, and prolonged sound.
Examples:
Boom in sales. A sonic boom. The high-technology industry is enjoying a boom.
Stark.
Empty, simple, or apparent, devoid of any qualifications.
Examples:
Stark landscape. Stark truth. The scenery of the battlefield was stark and gray.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Superpower.
A country or nation that has significant global influence or formidable military, economic, or technological strength. A supernatural ability or force capable of extraordinary feats or feats beyond normal human capabilities.
Examples:
superpower country, superpower leader. The ability to fly like a bird is often considered a superpower in comic books and movies.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Compelling.
Arousing strong and irresistible interest, attention, or admiration.
Examples:
tell a compelling story. New and compelling evidence. His compelling presentation deeply moved everyone.
Observer.
A person who watches or notices someone or something, but has no active part in it.
Examples:
a shrewd observer. An observer in the region. According to the theory of relativity, time is different for each observer.
Cite.
To refer to something such as a passage, book, etc. as evidence for a theory or as a reason why something has happened.
Examples:
cite various authorities. Cite a fact as evidence. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Pervasive.
Spreading or existing throughout every part of a thing or place.
Examples:
pervasive language. The pervasive odor of garlic. Suspicion and worry were pervasive in our minds.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples:
intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples.
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples.
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples.
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Consensus.
General agreement or accord in the judgment or opinion reached by a group as a whole.
Examples.
A public consensus. Consensus among scientists. The two parties have reached a consensus.
Adoption.
The action or fact of legally taking another's child as one's own, the act of accepting with approval.
Examples.
Adoption assistance. The adoption of a plan. The adoption process can be long and difficult, but it is worth it for the love of a child.
Talent.
A natural ability to be good at something, someone who has a natural ability to be good at something.
Examples.
A person of diverse talents. Raw talent. Numerous great professional sports talents have come from this city.
Abundance.
A significant amount of something, the situation in which there is too much of something.
Examples.
An age of abundance. An abundance of examples. A healthy farm provides an abundance of food.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples.
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples.
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples.
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples:
Widespread use. Widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Censorship.
The act or process of suppression or restriction of any portions of books, films, news, etc. that are judged obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security.
Examples:
Clear censorship by the Education Ministry. Form of censorship. Newspapers were subjected to censorship a few days later.
Dystopia.
An imaginary place where everything is extremely bad because of deprivation or oppression or terror, or a work of fiction describing those place.
Examples:
A crumbling dystopia. The escape from dystopia. The loss of industry turned working class neighborhoods into dystopias.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Restrict.
To limit someone's actions or movements, or to limit something to lessen its size or prevent it from increasing.
Examples:
Restrict an internet access. Restrict the use of this parking lot. We restrict the number of students per course to 20.
Qualitative.
Relating to or involving qualities, such as properties, characteristics, or features, rather than quantities or numbers, often used to describe research or analysis that focuses on subjective or non-measurable factors.
Examples:
qualitative analysis, qualitative factors. The researchers used a qualitative approach to analyze their findings.
Characteristic:
a typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Honesty:
the quality of being truthful, sincere, and morally upright, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Examples:
honesty policy, honesty box. A culture of honesty in the workplace leads to better communication and productivity.
Integrity:
the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, the state of being whole and undivided.
Examples:
a person of integrity, integrity of data. The company's reputation for honesty and integrity is highly valued among its customers.
Facial:
of or relating to a person's face.
Examples:
facial nerve, facial expressions. Facial profiling is a new form of airport security.
Recognition:
the action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples:
recognition award, joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Circuit:
in electrical engineering, an electrical device that provides a path for electrical current to flow, a journey or route around a particular place or area.
Examples:
circuit breaker, Federal Circuit courts. An intelligent battery has a voltage monitoring circuit.
Artificial:
not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
artificial flowers, artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Predict:
to state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
predict the future, predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Province:
the territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation.
Examples:
Bengal Province, Home Province. A network of railways has developed over the province.
Constant:
happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Surveillance.
The act of carefully monitoring a person suspected of a crime or a place where a crime may be committed or expected.
Examples.
He is kept under surveillance. Surveillance cameras. The novel contains a criticism of the surveillance society.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples.
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples.
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples.
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples.
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples.
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Boast.
To talk about someone's accomplishments, wealth, or abilities excessively with undue pride and self-satisfaction.
Examples.
Boast of his success. Boast a long history. This town boasts a national park.
On demand.
Available as needed or requested, often referring to products or services that can be accessed or delivered instantly or with minimal delay.
Examples.
On-demand transportation. On-demand delivery. Many consumers prefer on-demand streaming services over traditional cable TV.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples.
Restricted area. Lactose-restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Arguably.
Used when expressing an opinion or idea that you believe can be proven true.
Examples.
She is arguably the best singer. arguably the greatest discovery. He is arguably regarded as the finest actor of his generation.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
manipulate figures. Vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Imperfectly.
In a faulty or incomplete way.
Examples:
Imperfectly developed. Imperfectly known disease. He created an imperfectly shaped torso.
Dismiss.
To regard something or someone as not important and not worth considering. To terminate someone's employment.
Examples:
Dismiss a person from the office. Dismiss a matter with a laugh. The committee has decided to dismiss the president from the post.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Communist.
Relating to or supporting the political ideology of communism, equals a form of socialism that abolishes private ownership.
Examples:
Communist Party. Communist activist. During the Cold War, many countries feared the spread of communist ideology.
Birthplace.
The house, town, etc., where someone was born.
Examples:
Ancestral birthplaces. Birthplace of modern soccer. The birthplace of civilization is a topic of much debate among historians.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
An irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Hub.
The central or main part of a particular place, activity, network, etc. The central part of a car wheel, fan, propeller, etc., through which the shaft or axle passes.
Examples:
A hub of commerce. Education hub. This airport has taken the first step to become an international hub airport.
Migrate.
To move from one country or region to another and settle there. To move from one place to another periodically or seasonally.
Examples:
Migrate across borders. Migrate a service. Many Germans migrated to South America in the mid-19th century.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Abject.
Extremely unpleasant and degrading, physically or emotionally impoverished, miserable, wretched, and hopeless.
Examples:
Abject failure. Abject despair. The abject poverty in the slums is a concern for the government.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Marketplace.
A physical or virtual venue where goods or services are bought and sold, an economic system that facilitates exchange between buyers and sellers.
Examples:
Marketplace competition. Global marketplace. The online marketplace offers a wide variety of products for shoppers.
Revive.
To bring back to life, consciousness, or strength, to restore.
Examples:
Revive my energy. Revive an old friendship. They revived the tradition of holding a parade on the main street every year.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Provincial.
Of or relating to a local government, having characteristics or views that are narrow in scope or limited by a narrow outlook.
Examples:
Provincial town. Provincial accent. His provincial upbringing left him with a limited view of the world beyond his hometown.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples:
Craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Curd.
The solid part that is formed when milk is coagulated, used in making cheese, or eaten as a food.
Examples:
Yogurt curd. Lemon curd. The curd in my cheese sauce was lumpy but still tasted good.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
Employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Villager.
A person who lives in a village or small rural community. A person who is part of a close-knit and traditional community.
Examples:
Villager community. Local villager. The rural villagers were saddened by the destruction of their homes in the natural disaster.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Primary.
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential, pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
Primary school. Primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Ravine.
A deep, narrow gorge or valley with steep sides, often carved by the flow of water or a landslide.
Examples:
Ravine trail. Steep ravine. The hiker fell into a ravine and had to be rescued by a helicopter.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Registration.
The process of recording or enrolling for a particular course or event, the action or process of officially recording or enrolling something, such as a name or trademark.
Examples:
Registration agency. Registration for a course. The online registration process was quick and easy to complete.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Qualify.
To reach the standard or fulfill the requirement of ability or knowledge needed to do a particular job or receive a particular benefit or privilege.
Examples:
Qualify as a candidate. Qualify for membership. The top 3 teams in this tournament qualify for the Olympics.
Furnish.
To provide a room or building with furniture and fittings. To provide something useful or necessary.
Examples:
Furnish a suitable occasion. Furnish the information. The new homeowners decided to furnish the living room with new furniture.
Insulate.
To protect something by interposing material that prevents heat, noise, electricity, etc.
Examples:
Insulate the room from sound. Insulate electricity. We had our bedroom insulated before winter came.
Disadvantage.
A drawback or a negative aspect of something. Verb, to put someone or something in an unfavorable position.
Examples:
The disadvantage of a plan. Disadvantage small businesses. A lack of education can be a significant disadvantage in today's job market.
Dramatically.
In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Installation.
The act or process of fixing furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used. The act or process of putting into an office or a position.
Examples:
Installation fee. A medical installation. The Queen attested the installation of state ministers to their portfolios.
Sunshine.
The direct light and heat that comes from the sun.
Examples:
Warm sunshine. Morning sunshine. The sunshine was so bright that I had to wear sunglasses to protect my eyes.
Qualified.
Officially recognized as having completed a training course or passed the exams that are necessary to perform a particular job.
Examples:
A qualified doctor. Qualified in medicine. We seek a person qualified for the post.
Certify.
To formally state, especially in writing, that something is true.
Examples:
Certify product quality. Certify the authenticity of the painting. As a witness, I can certify his innocence.
Live stream.
A real-time video or audio broadcast of an event, performance, or activity that is encoded and distributed over the Internet, usually through dedicated apps or websites, allowing distributed viewers to watch it remotely.
Examples:
Livestream tutorial. Livestream concert. We watched the concert livestream since we couldn't attend in person.
Extend.
To broaden in scope, range, or area.
Examples:
Extend the warranty. Extend a line. Her visit will extend from Monday to Friday.
Recreation.
The activity that renews your health and spirits by enjoyment and relaxation, the act or process of making something that existed in the past exists or seems to exist again in a different time or place.
Examples:
Outdoor recreation. Recreation of the homeland. Basketball is their usual recreation after school.
Castle.
A large building, typically of the medieval period, fortified against attack with thick walls, battlements, towers, and often a moat.
Examples:
The ruins of a castle. Castle moat. The medieval castle was surrounded by a moat and had high walls for protection.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Terrain.
The physical features of a piece of land, including hills, valleys, rivers, and forests.
Examples:
Terrain map. Permafrost terrain. The mountainous terrain was rough and rocky.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
Take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Startup.
A newly established company or business.
Examples:
Startup business. Early stage startup. Our company's services are targeted at startup executives.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Kindergarten.
A school or class for young children, usually between the ages of 4 and 6.
Examples:
Kindergarten class. Kindergarten teacher. The kindergarten students were having a good time playing with toys.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Excess.
An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable.
Examples:
Lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of access leads to the palace of wisdom.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Restriction.
A limitation or constraint placed on something, or the act of limiting or constraining something.
Examples:
Nutritional restriction. Restriction on trade. The restriction on travel during the pandemic made it difficult for people to see their loved ones.
Irrevocably.
In a way that is impossible to be changed, reversed, or recovered.
Examples:
Unconditionally and irrevocably. Change irrevocably. The evolution of civilization has irrevocably improved the quality of human life.
Curiosity.
A strong desire to know or learn about something.
Examples:
Boundless curiosity. Satisfy my intellectual curiosity. We are motivated by curiosity rather than necessity.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Penetration.
The act or process of penetrating or entering something, often forcefully or with difficulty, the depth or extent to which something has been entered or understood.
Examples:
Penetration testing. Market penetration. The spy's mission was to gather intelligence on enemy territories through covert penetration.
Offline.
Not connected to the internet.
Examples:
Offline course. Offline mode. The computer is offline and cannot be accessed at the moment.
Disconnect.
To unfasten or disjoin something, especially to break the connection between a supply of gas, water, or electricity and a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Disconnect a plug. Disconnect the water supply. She finally decided to disconnect herself from the company.
Heartland.
A region or area that is considered central or vital to a particular country, culture, or social or economic system, often characterized by a sense of national identity or pride and a strong attachment to tradition or values associated with that region.
Examples:
Industrial heartland. American heartland. I grew up surrounded by cornfields and farms in the country's heartland.
Endeavor.
To make an earnest attempt or effort, to strive or work hard towards a goal or objective.
Examples:
Endeavor to succeed. Endeavor as much as possible. We will endeavor to find a solution to the problem as quickly as possible.
Societal.
Relating to society or social relationships.
Examples:
Societal norms. Societal expectations. The societal pressure to conform is strong in this community.
Underserved.
Inadequately or insufficiently provided with help, products, or services.
Examples:
Underserved market. Traditionally underserved. This area is medically underserved.